fire of shows over the weekend, reportedly suggesting that he wants to cancel culture. We should note, today is National Coming Out Day. In a statement, President Biden says, quote, "I want every member of the LGBTQ plus community to know that you're loved and accepted just the way you are, regardless of whether or not you've come out." Joining us now is Lina Bradford. She's a transgender DJ and actress. And Lina, we're grateful to have you this morning. In a video you posted on Instagram, you said, quote, "Shame on Netflix." We asked the company for a statement about the controversy, and a spokesman said they don't have any comment. What do you want to tell them, and what do you want them to do?
Well, first of all, good morning, Boris. It's nice to speak with you this morning on National Coming Out Day. How apropos. Well, on Netflix, it's interesting that they have no comment when, it's certainly okay for them to accept gay coin and have gay content and yet not be accountable for, this display that we're seeing. I mean, they knew what the cut was before this even went to, play. So this isn't a surprise. This isn't just something that was happening. They had to see all of this beforehand. So, that's just one clip that you could show, because there's so many that are just so harmful. And it's just like, especially as a Black man, we have to really kind of be a united front when we have everybody else coming at us. So why does it have to continue to be in your dialogue to not only rip in, but it's harmful what you do? Your words, they have accountability. It's just, for instance, a Caucasian comment, comedian, who would constantly be speaking about derogatory things about Afro-American people. It really is Wimbledon like that. It's kind of back and forth, and you got to be thoughtful of those things. Trust me, I'm a goofball all day. I love foolishness, but there is a point, and especially where we're living today, got to keep it cute and put it on mute when it comes time to stuff like that.
Lina, he does argue in the special that if his content offends you, you don't have to watch it. And I've also heard the argument that we shouldn't look to comedians for morality, somebody whose job it is to incite an emotional response. What do you make of those arguments?
I 100% agree to it a certain extent. What I do have a problem is that, because we're speaking about Netflix, when there is content of, the LGBTQ plus community, you have to take that into accountability. Listen, we don't need everybody to be on the same page, but at the end of the day, we kind of do need the respect. And the respect that is not there, you can't expect to have that brought back to you if you're not giving it to other people. Like I said, comedians do have a certain pass in a sense, but not when it becomes like harmful. And to also, have a whole room of people applauding this tomfoolery. Like the shit wasn't even funny. Sorry.
Let's talk about the data and the harm that you're noting, because the National Black Justice Coalition says that this year is, quote, "on track to be the deadliest year on record for transgender people in the United States, and the majority of whom are Black transgender people." What do you think needs to be done to address that?
Well, Boris, I mean, you just kind of brought it down in that sentence. When you have a Black man speaking on, trans lives that, you really don't know too much about, but yet you seem to have a lot to say about it, whether it's funny or not, it becomes harmful. And that's when, your accountability for your art has to be placed into question. That's where Netflix has to have a comment. So, people might just want to, like you said, look into where it is that you're getting your content from. You don't go to comedians, and maybe not give your money to a conglomerate that is very insensitive to a community, but yet okay to take that coin.
And notably, there are several Netflix affiliated artists that have now boycotted the company over their tacit endorsement of Dave Chappelle. Lina Bradford, we have to leave the conversation there. Appreciate you sharing some time with us.
My pleasure. Have a good day, Boris.
You do the same. And thank you so much for joining us today. Kate Baldwin is back tomorrow, and don't go anywhere, because Inside Politics with John King starts after a short break. Stay with CNN.